Hello friends, welcome to my channel PTE Zone. In this video, I will show you the Describe Image template that I used for bar graphs in Describe Image type of questions in speaking section of PTE. This is the template that helped me to score a perfect 90 in speaking section. You can have a look at my scorecard here. I have scored total 86 points and in speaking I have scored a perfect 90. Okay, so now what is bar graph? So if you don't know what bar graph is, you can see this figure. It looks like this. These are the bar and that's the reason why it is called a bar graph. This one is a vertical bar graph. Similarly, you also have a horizontal bar graph where these bars will be in vertically placed, right? So in the given 25 second of preparation, when you come across a bar graph, the things that you need to note down is the topic of the graph. In this, the topic is profit. The x and y axis labels. So the x axis label is year and the y axis label is million of dollars. Maximum value and minimum value, sorry. So the maximum value is $600 million and the minimum value is around $350 million. Any prominent value or feature? I cannot see any prominent value or feature. One thing that I can see is that it is increasing every year. So I can say it has been, the profit has been increasing in every year with a constant rate, right? So these are few things that I just noted down in those 25 seconds. Once I have noted down all these informations, what I can do is now with the help of these information I can insert all these things in the template that I have prepared. So I will be showing you my template that you can learn, and for each and every bar graph you can just note down these details and add these information in the template that I will be giving you. So okay, here is the template that I used for my bar graph. So I will start with this line. The given bar chart represents the, and I will add a topic. Then I will say between the start year and the end year here. Next line I will say is from an overall perspective we can clearly see that the highest section holds the highest value for the value and the y-axis, right? Similarly, followed closely by the second highest value which holds the second highest, the total of y-axis at value. So wherever you see value in black, that you need to replace with the information that you have collected in the given 25 second. Rest of the thing you need to learn by heart. So when you are doing your preparation, you need to learn all these things. The given bar chart represents the dash between dash to dash. From an overall perspective, we can clearly see that dash holds the highest dash of at dash, followed closely by dash which holds the second highest value at dash. In contrast, then you will say the lowest value. So in this line 2 you will talk about the highest value, in line 3 you will talk about the second highest value, in third you will mention in contrast and you will mention about the lowest value, right? Now you, once you have talked about these 3 points, you will talk about the conclusion. So the easiest conclusion for this bar graph can be, from the given data it can be easily concluded that there is a huge difference between the maximum value and the minimum value. So you know, until so most of the bar graph will have this thing, there will be a difference between a maximum and the minimum. So you can always say this line. In the end, in the last line, what you can say is that, and it can be anticipated without any doubt that similar trend will continue to follow in future as well. So see, this last line that I have used, it can be used in each and every graph, right? So it's not right or wrong, it is just an assumption that I am making, which is not wrong. So you need to learn this template by heart, and you need to just add the information in these templates. So if you learn all these things by heart, it will be very easy for you to speak whenever you see a bar graph. So how I will speak is that the given bar chart represents the topic between something to something. From an overall perspective, we can clearly see that the highest value is something at, I will mention what is the, followed closely by which holds the second highest of, in contrast holds the lowest. From the given data, it can be easily concluded that there is a huge difference between max and minimum, and it can be anticipated without any doubt that similar trend will continue to follow in future as well. See, so when you have learned this template by heart, you will not think about anything, right? It will be just automatic. You will just speak this many complete information without any hesitation, and your fluency will be 90. So that's the trick, and that's the secret to achieve a score of 90. So that's it. Learn this template by heart. Practice speaking this template without any graph. So you just need to learn all these things. Even though you do not have a graph, you just learn all these lines that are written in white, and all these things that are covered with black portion, you need to just insert the other information from the given question. Okay. So that's the way to do it. So what I'll do is, let's say this is a simple question. So let's say I get this question. So in the given 25 seconds in the preparation time, what I'll do is I'll just make sure I'll just note what is the heading. So it shows annual growth of subscriber base in million. My x-axis is at the end of financial year, so it is just year. My y-axis is size of subscriber base in million. Highest value is 621 for the year 210. Second highest is in 209 for 429. Minimum value it's at the year 2000 for 28.53. So any other concluding or prominent figure, I couldn't find it out. So but one thing I can say, it is increasing every year, right? You can see it is increasing. So if I want, or if I get time, I can actually say that the annual growth has been increasing every year with a constant rate, or with a rapid rate, or anything. So with this given question, how I will convert, use my template and add these things. So if you see, the given bar chart represents the annual base or subscriber base. This is the topic between the year 2000 and 2010. So if you see, from the first year and the last year. Now second line, from an overall perspective, we can clearly see that 2010 holds the highest annual growth of subscriber at more than 620 millions. So you can see 2000 is the highest, and it is 621. So you can also say exact 621.25 million. I just said more than 620 million. Followed closely by 2009, or you can say followed closely by the year 2009, which holds the second highest annual growth of subscriber at approximately 420 subscriber, you can also say, right? 420 or 430 actually. So it doesn't matter, you can say 430, 420, it's okay. In contrast, the year 2000 holds the lowest subscriber at close to 29 million, right? Now last two lines are extremely easy. So whenever I said this, after this I will say, from the given data, it can be easily concluded that there is a huge difference between the year 2010 and 2000, and it can be anticipated without any doubt that similar trend will continue to follow in future as well. That's it. So it will be extremely smooth, right? So let's say, so what I'll do is I'll just speak in a flow as if I am in the exam. So as soon as I hear the beep sound, I will start. The given bar chart represents the annual base of subscriber base between the year 2000 and 2010. From an overall perspective, we can clearly see that the year 2010 holds the highest annual growth of subscriber at more than 620 millions, followed closely by the year 2009, which holds the second highest annual growth of subscribers at approximately 420. In contrast, the year 2000 holds the lowest subscribers at close to 29 million. From the given data, it can be easily concluded that there is a huge difference between the year 2010 and 2000. That's it. So why I stopped here and I didn't speak line 6? Because I thought my time got over. But if you were speaking fast, you can also say that, and it can be anticipated without any doubt that the similar trend will continue to follow in future as well. So the main thing was to say, from the given data it can be easily concluded, because you need to give a conclusion. So I have mentioned this point. If you want, I can also check the uh, with the dictation.io while speaking, and also check what I was speaking. I mean, how much time I take while speaking, right? So if you have gone through my previous video, you can understand why I am using this dictation.io and why I am using this timer. Okay, so let me start again. So let's say I have this. Okay, so what I'll do is I will start dictation.io and then I will start speaking. The given bar chart represents the annual base of subscriber base between the year 2000 to 2010. From an overall perspective, we can clearly see that 2010 holds the highest annual growth of subscriber at more than 620 million, followed closely by the year 2009, which holds the second highest annual growth of subscriber at approximately 420. In contrast, the year 2000 holds the lowest subscriber at close to 29 million. From the given data, it can be easily concluded that there is a huge difference between the year 2010 and 2000, and it can be anticipated without any doubt that similar trend will continue to follow in future as well. So you can see I just finished in 40 seconds. Actually, I finished before 40 seconds, but I took a little time in. Okay, I need to stop this also. Right. So what I was saying is that I stopped between 40 seconds, before 40 seconds, and you can see I have written so much. I have spoken so much. Sorry. So the given bar chart represents the annual base of subscriber base between the year 2000 2010. Roman, it took somehow took Roman. Overall perspective, we can clearly see that the year holds the highest annual growth of subscriber, more than 620. So it can be anticipated without doubt the similar trend will continue to follow in future as well. So this much I spoke. So if you want to check how many words, so word counter tool, you can also use word. I'm just using this thing. So I spoke for 110 words in 40 seconds, so that's a pretty good number. Okay, so let's do another example which is a little different from the one that we have just now done. So it is also a bar graph, but it is little different. It doesn't have year in the x-axis, so instead it has number of pets, right? So we'll use the same template, but we'll just simplify that template to this one. So in the given 25 seconds of preparation time, I have noted down the pet, the topic, sorry. So the topic says, what kind of pet do you own? So you can modify it a little bit. You can say the pets that you own, right? Or number of people who owns the pet. So anything you can say about this topic. I have noted that the maximum number of people who own cat is 11. the second highest is 9, the least is rabbit, right? So what I can do is I will just start the same template and I will insert these things. So I will read in this way. The given bar chart represents what kind of pet do you own between the rabbit and hamster. Or you can say the given bar chart represents the kind of pets do you own for various animals or various pets. From an overall perspective, we can clearly see that cat is owned by highest number of people. So I have not spoken all these things. I've just said cat is owned by highest number of people, followed closely by dog, which is owned by second highest number of people, right? In contrast, rabbit is owned by the lowest number of people. From the given data, it can be easily concluded that there is a huge difference between the number of owners of cat and rabbit, right? Maximum and minimum. And it can be anticipated without any doubt that similar trend will continue to follow in future as well. So let's do it in the way I would do it in the exam. So just assume there is a beep sound and I'm about to speak, right? The given bar chart represents the number of pets that different owner owns. From an overall perspective, we can clearly see that cat is owned by the highest number of people, followed closely by dog, which is owned by second highest number of people. In contrast, rabbit is owned by the least number of people. From the given data, it can be easily concluded that there is a huge difference between the number of owners of cat and number of owners of rabbit. And it can be anticipated without any doubt that similar trend will continue to follow in future as well. So that's how I will speak in exam. I have just used the template that I have already learned by heart, and I have only added few elements from the given question, right? So this is how you can do this. Just you can use my template, you can modify it. Basically you should, I think I'm just trying to give you an idea how to make a template. So use this template, modify it, and practice it. Just learn it by heart. And if you speak in the way I showed you, there is nothing can stop you to score 90 score in speaking. So if you still have doubt, feel free to ask me question, doubt, queries, and also provide your suggestions. You can mail me at connect.pte@gmail.com. If you like my video, please comment, like, share and subscribe. It will definitely motivate me to make more videos. I will be coming up with more templates for different sections in my coming videos. So stay tuned and do subscribe. Thank you.